What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through a full-on pantry tour. I get a ton of questions about like what I eat in a day, what's in my fridge, what's in my pantry. So I'm going to show you what a high protein vegan keeps stocked at all times in her pantry. I will say that this is probably not a typical or average vegan pantry. Like, obviously this is my job. I'm a food blogger, I'm a content creator, and a lot of my content revolves around making food and recipes. So I am someone who never likes to run out of anything ever. Like, I always like to have backups of everything. So I'm like fully stocked. But not only that, I get things sent to me from brands, so I have a lot of different sauces and different vegan food items, and I also work with different brands as well. So yeah, I don't think this is like an average vegan pantry, but let's get into it. I do have a bigger pantry around the corner of the kitchen, but I do also have a few items in these doors here. These are like my most frequently used items, so I figured that we would start over here. I'll start with the naughty things, the contraband things. We don't really drink alcohol much, but we always get gifted alcohol, so we put any of our alcohol there, just like wine and some hard liquors for when we have guests. Really, we don't really drink that much. And then over here, these are things that we use like on a regular basis. So we have our oats, whole wheat flour, spelt flour, chocolate chips, a bunch of different nuts. I have like walnuts, almonds, cashews, ground flax, pecans, almond flour, Brazil nuts. I like having 2 of these a day because it provides you with enough selenium for the day. And then I also have some cacao powder, oat flour, quinoa, red lentils, hemp seeds, and TVP. I love TVP. It is such a good protein source. We use it in so many different meals. And then I also have some cornstarch, coconut flakes, and then this is like a ranch seasoning powder that I made. I posted this on my Instagram. It's also in my blog. I will link this for you down below, but it's really yummy. We use this to make like ranch dipping sauces when we have pizza. You just mix it into some mayo with some lemon, and it's so yummy. And I also just have some candied pecans here because I made these not too long ago. Moving on to these doors, this is probably my favorite part of my whole kitchen because I've dreamed, before I was a content creator, I dreamed of having something like this. And having this, I feel like I have made it. What I am talking about is my supplement section. Obviously, this is like a lot of supplements. I obviously work with Veg Nutrition, and I just get sent bulk orders like 3 times a year, and I just got an order. So we are like fully stacked. We have all the flavors: frosted cinnamon roll, vanilla ice cream, chocolate flavor. We have the chocolate peanut butter cup, the cold brew latte flavor, all of the things. And then we have our creatine. We have a ton of creatine. We have some vegan collagen. I take a scoop of this every single day. And then I have pre-workouts, organic greens. You can also use my code VEGANBABE to save 15% on all Veg Nutrition products. You guys know I absolutely love them. Best tasting protein powders, not chalky at all, not too sweet. They bake really well, absolutely love them. I also have a bunch of different flavors of this Beam Dream Powder. This is so good for sleep. Like, if you have a hard time sleeping, you just have this. It's like a little nighttime beverage, and it has like magnesium. Some of them have CBD, reishi, L-theanine, melatonin, and like this literally like knocks me out like a light. So good for sleep. And then don't tell veg, but we do have some other protein flavors. Like some companies, different protein brands. Some companies do send me protein, so I do like to try them. But yeah, veg is my favorite by far. By far. Moving on to the big pantry around the corner. And we actually put this pantry in when we moved into this house because our kitchen's a decent size, but like as you'll see, I need a lot of things stocked up. So I'm so happy that we put this pantry in. It's definitely needed. I'll start over here with our little coffee bar section. This is my most embarrassing drawer. This is the shit drawer, we call it, or the junk drawer, I guess. It's just like a whole bunch of our random stuff, you know, just like bills, markers, scissors, just like it's the ugly drawer, you know? And then here we have our coffee and tea drawer. I have my prenatal vitamins in here. I have some other kind of like different supplements, like the Veg Essential. This is the one that Matt takes and that I took before I was pregnant. Now I'm taking prenatals. I have some Turmeric Plus for when I'm feeling just like inflamed. Yeah, we just have coffee, our matcha, and then I also have like just a ton of random supplements that companies send me, like Mary Ruth's Kids multivitamins, a bunch of different Mary Ruth's products. This is a really good, actually, a really good brand. Third party tested and all that kind of good stuff. So very good if you're looking for supplements. And then the bottom here, this is our pasta drawer. We actually just picked this Rumo pasta up. I've never tried it before, but I saw Derek Simonet from Simonet Nutrition pick this up and likes it, and you know, I definitely trust his opinion, so I'm excited to try this. It's organic Italian pasta. Usually I go for whole wheat pasta, but I've been a little bit more relaxed lately. We have a bunch of spaghetti, I have chickpea noodles, a whole bunch of whole wheat noodles, and then I also have some protein pastas. I always like to keep protein pastas on hand just for like quick pasta salads or quick like pasta dinners. If I'm not feeling like cooking anything, I'll just use this and, you know, put some tomato sauce and broccoli and call it a day. I have the red lentil pasta that I get from Costco, and also this chickpea pasta. And then I have just different like types of pasta. I have orzo pasta here for orzo salads, some couscous, and then I have, these are our go-to pastas. Whole grain pasta, we usually go for penne or fusilli, and these ones are probably like the most used pastas. I love a whole grain pasta. I feel like it just keeps me way more full and way more satiated compared to white pasta. Moving on to the bigger portion of the pantry. Also, I still have Leo's little photos up from his birthday. I don't have the heart to take them down. I think they're still flipping cute. But anyways, moving on, I guess I'll move you over so you can see. Up top here, I have all my AG1 backups. I have a ton of AG1. We just haven't gone through it yet. I have a ton of rice paper sheets, nori sheets. I always love keeping both of these on hand in case I want to make like some vegan sushi or some spring rolls. I also have some coconut oil up here. We don't really use coconut oil very much because it's so high in saturated fat, but I do like to keep it on hand. And I don't think it expires, so we have a lot of it. And then I have all my PB Fit backup products here. PB Fit is a company that I work with on a long-term basis, so they always send me all of their products, and guys, they have the coolest high protein products, and everything they make is plant-based, which is so flipping cool. They have this protein peanut butter, which is honestly insane. This is new. I don't know if I'm supposed to show you guys this, but it's a no-bake peanut butter protein ball mix. You just mix water and liquid sweetener. You just mix this with water and maple syrup, and you make protein balls. They also have high protein overnight oat mixture that, again, you just mix with like water or plant milk. What else do we got here? Ooh, high protein pancake mix. Like, are you kidding me? They have the coolest products. So we always have a big stash of this from PB Fit. Absolutely love them. And then we have more PB Fit down here, all of our powdered peanut butters. You guys know I absolutely love powdered peanut butter. If you don't know, it basically tastes like regular peanut butter, but it has a third of the fat and, no, a third of the calories and 87% less fat. It comes in powdered form, but you just mix it with like water or plant milk to make like a peanut butter sauce, or you can use it in baking. You can add it to your smoothies. You can do so much with this, and they have a ton of different flavors as well. They have a sugar-free, they have a pumpkin spice, they have a cacao flavor, so that's what we have over here. And then over here, I have a ton of lasagna noodles. I don't know, my mom does some grocery shopping for us because she always comes and helps me out and watches Leo, and she just like stocked me up on lasagna noodles. So I have like this whole section of lasagna noodles and just like some Ziploc bags, parchment paper, that kind of thing. And then down here, this is my little sweet section. I have a ton of different chocolates. I didn't even realize that I had so many different chocolates, but Lindt actually makes really yummy vegan chocolates. These ones are accidentally vegan orange and a raspberry chocolate. This is, I don't know what that is. Yeah, we have tons of Lindt chocolate, and then also just like some chocolate that we got as gifts. We also have this, which my mom got. I don't really like it. It was kind of too sweet for me. It's like a curly sesame. It's like a sweet, like tahini kind of flavored dessert. Then we have a ton of medjool dates. These ones are my absolute favorite. I get this from Costco, and they're really like sweet and juicy and yummy. And then I have some different kinds of sauces here. These hot sauces from Nagin Oh my goodness, these are so, so good. They had another flavor too, but we ran out, but these are absolutely insane. I just don't think we can get them in Canada, otherwise I would have restocked. We also have these. They're like Indian sauces, Indian tomato chili sauce and a spicy mango chutney. These are so, so yummy. They sent this to me. I just put this on like toast, avo toast, like so many different things you can use these for. We also have some jam back there, some maple syrup. This is really cool. It's an apple-based sweetener. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I've heard really, really good things about it. They sent this to me. I'm super excited to try it. And then I have a bunch of nut butters here. I have this mixed nut butter that I get from Costco. We have almond butter, peanut butter, tahini, salt backup, and then I also have date syrup. This is one of my favorite sweeteners. It's literally just dates. It's so yummy. You can get this on Amazon. I get it at Farm Boy, but yeah, I put this on top of oats or just use it as like a sweetener for random things, and it's so, so yummy. Moving on to this section here. This is like our fun like snack section. I have some mac and cheese. This one from Bonza is so, so yummy. We also have a ton of different crackers. These ones are literal crack. I don't know if you've tried them. They're the almond flour Simple Mills crackers. So freaking good. Then we have some Mary's chocolate crackers, some graham crackers. These ones are really good as well. These are like a nut seed cracker, and they're made with really, really good ingredients. They're also gluten-free. Then we have like some fun stuff. Flourish pancake, protein pancake mix. We absolutely love this stuff. We have some TVP here. And then just like a whole bunch of sweets. Let me show you guys up close. We actually recently went traveling and we got all these snacks and we didn't actually eat them, but we have some Smart Sweets, some peanut butter cups, vegan jerky, which is so freaking good. These are really, really yummy. These are a really nice low calorie sweet snack. They're like rice cakes, but like kind of jazzed up. These ones are s'mores flavor. We also have these chocolate sesame bites. We have some fancy rice cakes, some crispy fava beans. This is so good, you guys. This is like a Smart Food popcorn. It literally tastes just like Smart Food, but it is 100% plant-based. And then we also have some tortillas, some crackers, and then just some dried crispy fruit here. We got, I don't even know, I think that was maybe PR. I'm not really sure where that came from. I haven't tried it. And then down here, we have all of our protein bars. We usually have the PB Fit protein bars, which are my latest obsession, but we actually ran out. But I'm gonna put a photo here because you guys have to try them. They're so, so good. And we have a ton of Lara bars. I was obsessed with these when I was pregnant and in the postpartum stage, but I kind of been off of them lately. But they are really good and they have really yummy ingredients. We also have these simple protein bars. This is another popcorn bag we got from Costco, and it actually tastes just like movie theater popcorn. Whoops. It is actually really yummy. It tastes just like movie theater popcorn. It's pretty crazy. All right. And then over here, we just have my dog's snack section. These are just like one ingredient sweet potato treats, and then we just have like their different treats there. And then over here, this is like our nuts and seeds section. So I have basically every single nut and seed that you could possibly imagine because as I told you guys, I never like to run out of things. Pistachios. Then we have dried fruit. So I have dried raisins, dried cranberries, dried blueberries. We have our almond flour here, flax, chia, hemp, and then I have a ton of other dried fruits. Like these are so yummy as a snack. I love snacking on dried fruits in the summertime. Dried mangoes and dried apricots are my favorite. I have them in here somewhere. Dried apricots, and then I also have some sun-dried tomatoes. This is my favorite brand of sun-dried tomatoes because they are not stored in oil and they just have a really yummy, yummy flavor. We also have some coconut flakes in here, pine nuts, like basically any nut or seed you could possibly imagine is in here. And then in the bottom, I have so much nooch. Absolutely love nutritional yeast. And yeah, I buy this stuff in bulk because I have to order it online. I also get some oats. I get these from Costco. They are glyphosate free and organic. I only use this brand of oats. I have my Vital Wheat gluten. My mom got me these crispy fried onions, which is so cool. I haven't tried them yet. A ton of cashews, raw cashews for my cashew milk that I make for my lattes. And then I have some dried beans here and some chickpea flour. Moving on to the last section of our pantry. Up top, we just have our little first aid bin and then just like some placemats, and I have my label maker, just kind of random things up top there. And then this is like the canned section. We have a ton of different types of breadcrumbs. I love having breadcrumbs on hand if I want to make like crispy tofu or anything breaded. I don't like to run out of things, you guys. And then we have some roasted garlic nutritional yeast. This stuff is really, really yummy. And oh my goodness, this is like one of my favorite dressings ever, both me and Matt. It's from Yeshi, and it's a sesame ginger nutritional yeast dressing. It is so flippin' good. I have some artichokes, pickled cabbage. I have some vegan hoisin sauce, balsamic glaze. I love using this for avo toast. And then I have some backup tomato sauces over there. This Better Than Bouillon no chicken stock. This stuff is so yummy. Some red Thai curry paste, pickled jalapenos, hearts of palm. This is really nice for like a ceviche. I have some canned peas and carrots and some canned corns for like pasta salads. We have a ton of olives, some roasted red peppers. And then down here, we have an insane amount of Rayo's tomato sauce. I get this when it's on sale because it is quite expensive, and then I just stock the heck up. So that's why we have so much Rayo's tomato sauce. It's my favorite one, and it has really, really good ingredients as well. And then over here, we just have our like canned tomatoes, tomato paste. I have some pumpkin puree back there. And then over here is like all of my canned beans. I also have this chicken soup base. It's not as good as this one, but it is a heck of a lot cheaper. And then over here we have all of our beans and legumes. We have pretty much everything: lupini beans, chickpeas, lentils. We have white cannellini beans back there, lima beans, red kidney beans, refried beans, you name it. Yeah, basically any type of bean you could imagine there. I really don't like to run out of things just because of the nature of my job. Like if I want to make something, I want to make it right now, and I don't want to have to go out and get ingredients. So having a super stocked pantry like this just really helps me with my job and with my life. Like I just love cooking, so that's why I have so much of everything. Moving into the last little section here, this one's pretty chill. So this is just like my baking section. I have different types of flour: whole wheat, white, coconut flour, sugar, coconut sugar, chocolate chips, cacao powder. And this is where it gets kind of funky. This is where I have like random things like tapioca starch and xanthan gum and like all of these like psyllium husk, which is used for like a thickener for like crackers and stuff. I have different chocolate chips, baking powder, baking soda, applesauce, sprinkles, all of that kind of stuff, different types of sugars. Yeah, big baking section. And then over here, this is like my grains section, other than the pasta section, which is over there. I have a bunch of different types of rice. I really love this brown instant rice because you can make it in like 10 minutes. Usually brown rice takes like 40 minutes to make, so that's why this is really useful if I'm in a bind. I have some organic quinoa that I get from Costco. Sticky rice. This is really good for making sushi, and I like getting brown rice just because it's a lot more satiating. I have different types of noodles. I have these, which are like ramen noodles. I have these ones, which are just more of like a thin vermicelli type of noodle. And then this is my favorite noodle. It's a brown rice and millet noodle, so it's a whole grain. I get this at Costco as well, so it's a pretty good price. And yeah, they just leave me really full and satiated. And down here, I have all my content creation tools. I don't really use a lot of these that much anymore. So yeah, maybe I should just take this out and kind of put some more food items there and space it out. As I was editing, I realized I forgot to show you guys a couple parts of my pantry, like the spice rack and like all my sauces and vinegars and stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys that quickly. I have all of the spices that I use on a regular basis: nutritional yeast, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, that kind of thing. And then I also have another drawer here at the bottom with spices that I don't use as often. I put like my black salt here. I put my baking powder, baking soda, sesame seeds, vanilla, tahini, which I recently tried. It's like my whole personality now. Ooh. And then I also have this little cupboard, which is all of my oils and my vinegars. So I have like all my oils. I have these hot sauces actually, which I love. This is such a game changer. This entire thing of Cholula, it's massive. This was like maybe 30 bucks, 35 bucks or something like that, when a tiny little bottle is like almost $10. So this will last us a year and a half, and it's just such good value for your dollar. We also have a similar thing of Frank's Red Hot sauce as well, because we do use a good amount of that. We have our avocado spray for when I want to keep my fats a little bit lower while cooking, and then just some oils up there. And then we have all of our different vinegars. We have some liquid smoke, every kind of vinegar you could think of: rice wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar. We have soy sauce, some steak spice. This stuff is really good actually, this Yondu vegetable umami seasoning. It is just so flavorful, and it kind of has like an Asian-y vibe. They also have a spicy version, which is actually so hot, but it is so yummy. We also have this balsamic glaze, which I love putting this on avo toast. It is so yummy. Coconut aminos as well. We use a ton of coconut aminos. Oh, if you don't know, you should definitely pick this up. It's like a sweet soy sauce kind of replacement. And yeah, that is it for those few sections that I missed. That is my whole pantry. It is pretty stocked, you guys. Like I told you, it's a lot. There's a lot going on in there. I'm curious, like, is this what you expected that it would be? Is this similar to your pantry? Like, I feel like this is like super not normal, because when I go to my friends' houses and I see their pantries, I'm like, I could not live off of that. I would be so unhappy with that pantry. So I don't know, like I feel like I'm like crazy for this pantry, but this is how I've had it all my life, to be honest. I've been cooking like all my life, and even my mom was the same way. She always had her pantry like stocked. But maybe that's like where I picked up on it from. But yeah, I don't know. Nevertheless, I absolutely love our pantry and how stocked it is. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.